Center County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53 East. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road? What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the bed of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road, it's in my truck! In the bed!
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am, I just turned on my bed lights for my truck and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
According to the CAD notes and the deputy reports, this thing jumped into the back of his pickup truck and began to actually beat on the top of the cab of his truck. You could actually hear something beating on the top of the truck. The caller stated that it was beating and scratching on the top of the cab of his truck.
That motherfucker was trying to get at his ass, you know?
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rukwah, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and shalom to the mighty Akim, Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this found captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. Now, this lesson is actually a little bit on... No, it's completely centered around fear, but I'm telling you right now, for me personally speaking as a man, the thing that I got from this was, well, I'll just say that when I first saw this video, the thing that went through my mind was, okay, yeah, that's genuinely scary. That's objectively scary. That's a scary thing to hear, and that's a scary thing that literally just exists out in the world and whatnot. All right, so naturally I am afraid so naturally I'm afraid of it, of course, but the thing about it was, at the same time, while I'm afraid of whatever creature that was, I'm not necessarily afraid in the sense of I expect the Lord to be sending that to my way or my direction or anything like that. So there is that duality of, yes, I'm afraid of whatever that was, but at the same time I'm not afraid, because I'm thinking like, okay, well, I don't need to worry about that, because that is not the Lord. I would hope that I would stay on the Lord's enough on the Lord's good side to the point where I'm not going to be targeted by the Lord for something like that to happen. The reason why I say that is over here. Let's actually get some of these precepts. Sirach chapter 39 verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction they pour out their fury, therefore Slakia, and appease the wrath of him that made them. And examples of this is verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Okay, so basically any type of beasts, people, natural disasters, whatever. Okay, literally anything that the Lord sends to us to destroy us, to harm us, whatever, that is judgment. All right, so on top of that, we are also, which by the way I just saw this, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 11 verse 18, or unknown there's actually more context to this, but I just want to get to the point. Let's just stick to this to verse 18. Or unknown beasts, full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes. So this is the thing where there's gonna be, the Lord has new creatures prepared. All right, now, like, you can only imagine all these different, like, Marvel, DC, or any type of media where they show these ugly ass scary monsters and whatnot, or any scary movie, all right, where you see these demons that are doing whatever, all right, and as well as them being based off of something, or someone's imagination running a bit too wildly. All right, these are the type of stuff that you have to look forward to, where maybe a what's it called, a scary movie is going to turn real, but the difference is that you're not going to find any solution to that scary movie. There's not going to be no this is how to beat whatever the scary monster. This is how to beat the scary monster for I don't know, like, I forgot that one movie. It was a truth or dare movie and whatnot, but yeah, anyway, that was basically something that I just thought, this is fear inducing, this is nightmare fuel, this is something that's genuinely scary. And the stuff that really puts into place, because normally it's Edomites that are the ones that are going to be that usually say, there's no such thing, or he just probably saw it wrong, or they're always going to not necessarily be. I really don't like you to use this term skeptical or skeptics and stuff like that, because I kind of feel like at a certain point, obviously skepticism is healthy, of course, but I think it gets to a point where they just completely dismiss the possibility of, like, what is actually going on here, and how many times are you just going to keep on pretending like whatever is happening is just not happening, when you get full on recordings, you get full on things. What does the police station have to do lying about this? Because I've heard stuff like this where there was literal police officers that were reporting the exact same things. There was literal police officers reporting the exact same things. You have people who are saying UFO sightings and stuff like that, where all this time, if you reported seeing a UFO, you would be seen as someone that's crazy. You need to take them to an insane asylum or something like that, where it's like people are afraid. And that's the thing. As a matter of fact, speaking from my own experience, when I was younger, when I was a kid, I would always avoid talking about literally anything spiritual or abnormal, simply because okay, well, no one's gonna listen to me, no one's gonna believe me, no one's gonna take my thing. They're just gonna say, this person is crazy, he's just a kid, he's just whatever, and stuff like that. Where now it's like we're getting to the point where now it's socially acceptable to say, you saw a UFO, we're seeing UFO sightings, simply because Esau brought it to the forefront. Now Esau is being honest about this stuff. Now Esau is doing this. But before, I forgot what year they did it. Before they exposed it and said, we've been seeing UFO sightings, then that's when it's like, okay, well, now, or before they were saying that, you're just crazy if you see a UFO. UFOs don't exist. But now everyone's saying, UFOs exist because Esau is the one that thinks. And that's the thing that I hate. People don't accept things as socially acceptable until after Esau validates it, which that pisses me off. And the only reason why Esau validated is because there have been so much more UFO sightings, which then in terms just make it damn near impossible for them to hide it. Okay, now by the way, just quickly as I should say, the UFO sightings are the chariots, by the way, because those are the actually the identified flying objects. Identified flying objects, as the Lord has technology way more advanced than what Esau has. Okay, as a matter of fact, there was this one video which it's actually in my community post, which I don't want to go finding it. I kind of don't want to go finding it, but I do kind of want to show it, but at the same time I don't want to go searching for it. But basically, in the community post, what happened was there was these chariots. There were these chariots that had outsped and disabled and disarmed their America's rockets. All right. So let me see what happens. Let me see if I can find it by doing this. It's chariot. Can I find it? Like. Okay, I highly doubt I can find it. Maybe I can. It might be too old, and I put too many things. Okay, yeah, I can't find it. Whatever, it's fine. But there was this one video of chariots, basically outspeeding and shooting a laser. And to disable their rockets and stuff like that. That was basically what happened, and it goes to show just like that's how advanced the Lord's things. The Lord's power is several times greater than Esau's power. All right, or Esau's technology that even if Esau has AI like freaking Marvel's Iron Man and all that stuff, even if they had all those Avenger crap, they still wouldn't be able to take on YAHAWASHI. All right, and I'm just giving them giving them the benefit of the doubt of all their bullshit, all the bullshit stuff that Avengers have. All right, just being generous in terms of that. All right, which I think the concept of the Avengers with so many different varying members of strength, where one is like just freaking street level. There's one character that's street level, another character that's freaking universal and all that stuff. I think that's just so fucking stupid, especially when they're all fighting against either street level thugs, and then it's just like all of them are going anyway. That I think it's a little weird, but whatever. Minor grievance for something that's irrelevant at this point. But basically, let's continue on. Proverbs 12 verses 21. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. And that's the thing where, for me, speaking as a man, I'm trying to be a part of the just. I'm trying to be a part of, not getting on the Lord's bad side, not making the Lord view me as someone that is deserving of said judgment. All right, so that after all is said and done, okay, then the Lord's going to say, okay, you know what? This son of mine, Kawakab, he's been doing everything. He's been trying to abstain from sin to the best of his ability. He may fall short this, that, and the third, but he's sincere. So you know what? I'm going to make it so that this abnormal unknown beast does not go to him. Or hell, maybe the Lord can use some of these abnormal beasts, new beasts, all right, to go and attack anyone that goes to attack one of the prophets, one of the elect. All right, and that's the thing with you never know how the Lord works. Okay, you never know what the Lord can do for you. All right, where something like that could happen. You could have literally because what was it? It was I forgot who the prophets were, but there were prophets into the lion's den, and the lions didn't attack them. The lions didn't try to bite them, but when the heathens were sent in, the lions ate them up because they were all hungry and murked them. All right, like this is the type of faith that you need to have in Yahweh Shema Shai, where the Lord's going to take care of us, deliver us, whatever. All right, the Lord can use anything, even new beasts. Sirach chapter 40 verse 19. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine and tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. The Lord says He specifically created these things for the judgment of the wicked. All right. So yeah, these again, it's what we're supposed to be looking out for. All right, not doing the wrong thing. All right. Now, 1 John chapter 4 verse 18. This is something I kind of wanted to get into as well. 1 John 4 and 18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. Let me get this other one. John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandments. Okay, so if you are, this is where there's no actual fear. While technically, yes, you should fear the Lord, and basically, for you to understand this, it's like this: if you fear the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, just like, let's say for example, let's make a parallel. If you fear your parents, if you love your parents, you're going to fear your parents, and what that means is when your parents tell you don't touch the hot ass stove, all right, and you don't do it, you're doing it out of love, and then you're not afraid of them because you know that, okay, I'm listening to my parents, so there's no reason for me to get hurt. And that's the exact same thing with Yahweh Shema Shai. If you're if you're following what Yahweh Shema Shai says, and you never do anything to anger him or whatever, then okay, so there's nothing for you to fear. There's nothing to be afraid of, because the Lord is not going to send judgment your way to judge you, because you're listening. You're actually following along with, this is what you're supposed to do, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm not gonna go against Yahweh Shema Shai. I'm just gonna keep on being obedient and whatnot. All right. So yeah, this is where you show that love for Yahweh Shema Shai, and then you continue to go along with it. All right. So with that, so yeah, as a result of that, because you have perfect love, quote unquote, perfect love of always trying to please Yahweh Shema Shai, then of course there's not going to be any fear, because there's the fear is only for when you mess up, when you slip up, or if you intentionally do something that you know the Lord does not like. That's where, okay, now that's where the fear stems from, actually going against the Lord, doing something that is not pleasing to Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, so that's where the fear is. And if you think that, and that's the thing where people do not fear Yahweh Shema Shai, and as a result of that, they think, oh yeah, let's just keep on changing the doctrine. Let's just keep on doing this. Let's just keep on doing that. Let's just which by the way, that was one of the things that caused the Nicolaitans. If you've heard of it, the Nicolaitans, basically what the Nicolaitans was, you know what, we're going to change. Yeah, let's just get this. The Nicolaitans, from the Google AI overview, the Nicolaitans were an early Christian sect mentioned in the book of Revelation that held heretical views, believing it was acceptable to compromise with pagan society. To summarize this would be like the law. Anything, like, say for example, if you I'm trying to watch what I'm saying, because I was about to say something extreme. Let's just say you love pork, you love eating pork. Then you would basically say, oh, you know what? The Lord doesn't really care about that. It's just eating pork, you know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and eat pork. You know, pork is fine, but I'll keep all the other laws. Or, you know what? Let's just get rid of the laws altogether. That was basically what the Nicolaitans were. All right. So, and if you don't believe me, definitely go check. Go Google this yourself. You can see what word it is, Nicolaitans, okay? But continuing on, Luke chapter 12 verse 5, but I will forewarn you, whom ye shall fear, fear him, which after he hath killed hath power to cast into hell. I say unto you, fear him. Basically, fear Yahawadah, okay, because this is not pretty. You do not want that whatever creature coming after you. Now, finally, to end it off, Hebrews 10 verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, and again, you do not want to be torn to shreds by a bear, or worse yet, some unknown creature. All right, this was
towards 53 east. I just passed. Yes.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road? What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the back of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road, it's in my truck! In the bed!
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am, I just turned on my bed lights for my truck and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed.
so yeah. You heard that. That's scary, and apparently he was driving, and then the thing jumped on it as he was driving. To have, I don't know, the timing to do that, and then was clawing at his thing. He was going after him. Like, that's literally scary, which again, it's scary to someone that is, 2/3 or heathen, but for us, if we are staying on the right path and if we are part of the elect, then we don't have anything to fear. But you don't want any type of thing. And again, like, the implications, maybe like the thing that makes me the thing that makes me like so questionable is like, this might be this might be an accurate or a semblance to what actually attacked him, given that he had to say that's not human, because it clearly had a humanoid feature to it, but he recognized the actual external features to not be human. So it was humanoid in terms of its shape, but not human in terms of its actual physical features and visual characteristics. Okay, so that was just something that I thought was important to kind of point out. And like, this is the type of scary stuff that we are, we want to avoid. All right, so, and how do we avoid at the end of the day? Following Yahawadah. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, the honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, abad, ball, and shalom.